What's up, YouTube? Back here again with another video, and today we are going to install the 2.5-inch upgrade arms for the Babyhawk R. Now, I'm a pretty big fan of a 2.5-inch. You know, I do like 2.5-inch a little bit better than 2-inch. The Avan props were good, but the longevity on those guys wasn't the best, and you know, you're going to get a little more thrust out of a larger prop, right? A little more torque, which I think this guy could use. So now I think honestly this thing on a 3-inch, you know, this setup on a 3-inch I think would be absolutely phenomenal, but 2-inch is what we got, so no big deal. Let's use what we got. These are the two arms that you get. I got this from pyrodrone.com, same place that I got this from. All right, link will be in the description. And for $10, you get the arms and a set of HQ 2.5-inch props. All right, these are HQ, what are they? 2.5 by 3.5, so 25, 35 by 3. Polycarbonate green. Durable prop, there you go. So these are the new HQ 2.5-inch props. I also have the Gem Fan Flash 2.5-inch props. I have 2.4-inch props, like the old school ones. So we'll get a chance to use everything here. So, all right, I did prep this a little bit. You want to take off your props, obviously, because you're not going to need the 2-inch props for this any longer if you're going to upgrade. Now, you're going to want to take out. So it looks like when I look at this one versus this one, it looks to me like this bolt goes through the smaller arms and not through the bigger arms. So I don't know why they opted to, you know what, maybe these are separate. Well, let's see. So you're going to need to take out these bolts. Let's start with these. So I got them kind of started. So you got, you know, you see the 6 bolts here. That's what holds the arms on. All right, so yeah, that's going to come right out of there. These are actually separate individual arms. All right, so what you're going to want to do, I believe, ultimately first here is take out all your motor screws. So like I said, I'm kind of figuring this out as we go with you guys. All right, so motor's off. These 2 screws are out. And there you go, the arm comes out. Let's take this motor off. There's supposed to be enough wire. All right, so let's compare the old and the new. So this is going to go together. Now, can you see how the 3rd bolt underneath it there kind of pinches in this other hole? So there's that. And now we got one single arm connected, so maybe you don't need that structural hole any longer to hold it kind of together. We got the end is a little different now. You got to kind of have this forked shape here. So you see that's a little different. It's kind of had like the teardrop. Let's weigh these arms. Let's see the difference, what we're going to come up with. All right, get this in here. These 2 arms. Let me make sure it's zeroed out. Okay. 4.8 grams. 5.3 grams. So it looks like we're going to be adding 5 grams, so 10 grams overall to the quad. So there's that to consider. You know, when you add these arms on, it's going to get a touch heavier. So there you go, 10 more grams. All right, so I'm just going to slide this in. So this is actually, let's see, do I got 2 different ones? Nope, they're the same. So it looks like this bolt isn't even going to be used anymore because it's not going in all the way. So that's interesting. So you're going to lose a gram or 2 there, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to pop up the hood here. All these screws are 1.5 millimeter too, so that's a good thing. So let's take this up. Okay, so now I changed the lens on here. I put a 2.3mm run cam lens, so now it actually stops this from going all the way up, but that's another story for another day. All right, so you see how this is in here with the nut, with a lock nut? So, all right. Now I'll just get into this with a pair of needle nose pliers, and then we'll unscrew it from the bottom. All right, we got that out. Now let's go back to the arm. All right, now that's going to fit in there. So I guess you don't need that nut anymore. All right, while I got this up, let's see. I'm probably going to have to take out this one too. And I'm going to see what I got to do with this one while I got it up. All right, so this one in the front is actually has a pressed in thread there, so you're not gonna have to worry so much about that. So I'm gonna put this back down. All right, now we're starting to lose the structure a little bit. Probably should have started with the front. All right, we're gonna get this in here. We're gonna line these up with the holes. We're gonna take our longer screws. All right, take our other long screw, line this one up. I can tell you the holes aren't 100% perfect. Okay, so the hole's a little tight. Alright, we got that tight. And we got that tight. Alright, so there you go. There's our arm. And we got plenty of wire to connect the motor, so you don't have to mess around with that at all. And these holes are tight too. We definitely have tight tolerances here with this guy. So I'll just put one on there for now, just so you can see. Now these screws did have Loctite on them, so that's a good thing on some of them. Yeah, I had Loctite on them. All right, so there you go. Plenty of wire. The arms are in. We did have to remove the bolt and nut on the back. So that's that. All right, let me do the front. I'll get it all put back together, and then we'll come right back. Here we are, all finished, all put together. I think it looks kind of, it looks good. You know, I don't know, say necessarily better, but it is a little bit bigger now. All right, it's got a little bit wider stance. So if I put the arm out here, kind of where it goes, you can see, you know, how much farther it's out there. Right? All right. We can check. And I believe this was a 90mm, give or take. 90mm, give or take, with the stock arms, and now we're at roughly 130. So around 130 millimeters now across motor to motor. So there you go, 2.5 inch 130 millimeter quad. All right, I'm gonna take it out, fly it, enjoy the DVR, and I'll give you my final thoughts in the DVR because I haven't flown it yet. So here we go. All right, so as soon as I hit the throttle, I could tell right away that I have like a little more. It feels like I have a little more power. Like, you know, the quad feels a little lighter. It definitely just kind of has that floatier feeling, you know, not quite like the heavy, like the fast, heavy feeling. You know, it has that floaty feeling, which I like in a micro. You know, plenty of power. As soon as I touch that throttle, you know, it rockets up to the sky. So definitely get yourself the 2.5 inch arms and fly these HQ props, and you know, I'll try the Gem Fan props too coming up soon, and we'll check those guys out. But on these HQ props, flies great. No problems with this guy at all. Pretty satisfied with this Babyhawk R overall in general. Definitely having fun flying this guy around. So that's pretty much it. I'm just kind of cruising around my house here and getting used to it. So that's all I got. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.